hope you are well. First of all, I respect Miss Nia Kurniati MPD as an English education lecturer and to all my friends who I'm proud of. Okay, in this video, I want to tell you about fairy tales, Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Once upon a time, a long time ago, a king and queen flew over a distant land. The queen was very keen and lovely, and all the people of the realm adored her. The only sadness in the queen's life was that she wished for a child but did not have one. One winter's day, the queen was sitting near an ebony window and knitting woolen clothes. Suddenly, a beautiful snowbird sat on the window startling the queen. The bird distracted the queen's attention and she pricked her finger. A drop of blood fell down on the snow outside her window. As she looked at the blood fall on the snow outside her window, it turned into a baby-like face. She was surprised and said to God, "Oh, Snow God, I wish that I had a daughter that had skin as white as snow, lips as red as blood, and hair as black as ebony." Soon after that, the queen became pregnant, but at the same time the vaccine. Many doctors tried to cure her, but she did not recover. Soon the spring blossomed. The flowers bloomed everywhere as they were preparing for the baby coming. As the days were drawing near, the queen became more and more sick. It was a bright morning. The sun was shining like it had to melt the entire winter snow the day the queen gave birth to a beautiful baby girl who had skin white as snow, lips red as blood, and hair as black as ebony. For a few years, the king was very sad about the queen's untimely death. He himself took care of Snow White, but most of the time the king was busy in the kingdom working. He realized that his daughter needed a loving mother for upbringing. So he decided to marry again. The new queen was very beautiful. But more than that, she was very arrogant and a cruel woman. She had studied dark magic, and with that she controlled the king. She also owned a magic mirror that predicts and tells the truth whenever she wants to know. "My dear mirror, oh mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of all?" "Oh, my queen, you are the fairest of all." "Oh, really? Did you so much? You are a genius." As the time passed by, Snow White became prettier, fairer than ever before. She became the most beautiful girl in all the kingdoms. The stepmother started to feel jealous about her beauty. "Mirror, oh mirror on the wall, who is the fairest in the world?" "You, my queen, are fair and beautiful, it is true, but Snow White is even fairer than you." "How dare you talk like this? You are not insane." "Apologies. I am only meant to speak the truth, my lady." The queen flew into a rage and called her huntsman. "Take that Snow White into the woods and kill her and bring me her heart as proof." "Yes, my lady." The queen asked Snow White to go into the woods and brings back some magical flowers that will make her even more beautiful in the room. The poor huntsman took Snow White into the forest but found himself unable to kill the girl. "Oh, pretty princess, your stepmother ordered me to kill you, but I can't kill a beautiful and kind soul like you. Run away as far as possible and never turn back to the castle again." "Oh, Kingman, my mother will punish you if you do not kill me." "I will tackle her somehow, but now you go." Snow White ran as fast as could. Huntsman hunted a wild boar, presented it her to the queen. "No, I'm the fairest of all." Snow White was alone in the great dark forest, and she did not know what to do and where to go. The trees seemed to whisper to each other, scaring Snow White, who began to run. She ran over sharp stones, through thorns, and just as evening was about to fall, some little girls gathered around her and started to pull her scarf. She realized that they wanted to know her something. She started to follow the bird. Suddenly, she saw a strange little house and went inside for shelter with the birds. Inside the house, everything was small but tidy. There was a little table with a TV, with tablecloth, and 7 little plates with food on it. Against the wall there were 7 little beds, all in row and covered with quilts. Snow White was so hungry. She ate a few vegetables and a little cup. She drank a little cup that drank a little bit of milk. She was exhausted after wandering in the forest, so she lay down on one of the little beds and fell fast asleep. After the dark, the owners of the house, the 7 dwarfs, returned the home. The maiden forgot in the moonlight. The bird tried to wake up Snow White, but she was in a deep sleep. As soon as they arrived home, they saw that someone had been there. Who has been sitting in my chair? Who has been eating from my plate? Who has been eating my bread? Who has been eating my vegetables? Who has been eating my fork? Who has been drinking from my cup? But the 7th one, looking at his bed, found a beautiful girl lying dead asleep. Someone is sleeping in my bed. The 7 dwarfs came running up to the bed. Oh good heaven! This is so beautiful. Shh! Let her sleep. Keep quiet. They all fell fast asleep surrounding her bed. The next morning, Snow White woke up, and when she saw the 7 dwarfs woke up hearing her shouting. Don't be scared, don't be scared. We are the dwarfs. You are in our house. What is your name? My name is Snow White. How did you find your way to our house? Snow White told them about her whole story. The dwarfs spoke with each other for a while and then said, if you will look after our house for us and cook, make beds, wow, so and clean, you can stay with us and we shall have everything that one. Yes, we don't mind her. So Snow White lived happily with the dwarfs. Every morning, dwarfs went into the mountains looking for gold. And in the evening, when they came back home, Snow White had their meal ready and their house tidy. During the day, the girl was alone, except for the small birds and animals of the forest that she often played with. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in the world is fairest of all? You, my queen, are very fair. It is true, but Snow White beyond the mountains with the 7 dwarfs is still 1,000 times fairer than you. No! That witch girl is still alive. The husband had followed me. I will teach a lesson later, but for now, I have to kill the Snow White. But how? How? Tell me how. She realized that she had broken the mirror in anger. The queen talked and talked and talked again. How could she get rid of Snow White? At last, the thought of something. She went into her most secret room. No one else was allowed inside. Then she made a poisonous apple. Its apple had been so artfully that thought it was poisonous. It looked beautiful and fresh from outside. Then with her magic, she disguised herself as an old peddler woman. She traveled to the dwarfs' house beyond the mountain and knocked on the door. Snow White put her head out of the window. "Who are you, old lady? Can I do for you?" "Open the door, little girl. I'm very poor. I want to give you some apples to bake some bread for my dying husband. I must not let anyone in. The 7 dwarfs have forbidden me to do so." "That is all right with me. Here, I'll offer you one of these fresh and delicious apples in return of a piece of the bread left there." When Snow White saw the beautiful and shining apples, she could not resist to have it. She went into the kitchen, brought a big loaf of bread freshly made for the 7 dwarfs' meal. She gave it to the old lady and took the apples in return for the dwarf's meal. She barely had a bite in her mouth. She fell on the ground dead. The wicked queen transformed into her real self. White as snow, red as blood, black as ebony wood, the 7 dwarfs shall never ever awaken you. She immediately ran back to the place and stood in front of a broken piece of mirror. "Mirror, mirror on the wall, who in this land is fairest of all?" "You, my queen, you are the fairest of all." When the dwarfs came home in the evening, they found Snow White lying on the ground. She was not breathing at all. She was dead. They lifted up and looked at her longingly. They talked to her, shook her, and wept over her. But nothing happened. The dear child was dead, and she remained dead. They laid her on a bed of straw, and all 7 sat next to her and afraid for 3 days. They were going to bury her, but she still looked as fresh as a living person, and still had her beautiful red cheeks. The cannot body hid in the black earth. She should remain white, spotless, as she still is. They made a transparent glass coffin, so the could be seen from all sides. They laid her inside and wrote with golden letter in the box, "Here lies the Princess Snow White." Then they put the coffin outside on the mountain snow. The animals and the bird came to and mourned for Snow White. At the same time, Prince entered into the same mountain area to hunt. He saw the crowd of dwarfs and animals around the glass case. The prince wondered what in the world be in the case that attracted so many pretty animals. The prince went near and read what was written on it with golden letters. He thought this was the same girl who he had always dreamed of. Then he saw the dwarfs nearby. "Let me have the coffin. I will give you anything to have this pretty girl. We will not sell it for all the gold in the world. Please give it to me. I cannot live without being able to see her. I will die if you won't allow me to take her." "Are you crazy? What will you do with this dead body?" "I will honor her and build a monument near my palace to rest her soul in peace." The good dwarfs felt pity for him and accepted her demand. The prince had servants carry it away on their shoulders. But then happened that one of them stumbled while picking of coffin. This lot got the piece of poisoned apple that they had bitten off. The prince immediately ran and called The queen, he put her under a tree and gazed at her. She was still looking pretty, but she was alive. The prince kissed her on the forehead. As soon as he kissed the Snow White, she opened her eyes. Snow White sat up and was alive again. Good heavens, there am I. You are with me, I'm a prince. And the prince told her what had happened. Oh my god, you decided to keep me even if I was dead, but why? You are the only girl in my dreams. I have you more than anything else in the world. Come with me to my castle. Will you marry me and be my queen? Yes, my coming prince, but I want to see my father first. I wish that he would bless our marriage. But I heard that your father is lost somewhere and hasn't come back to the kingdom for a long time. This must be a trick of my wicked stepmother. Please do something so that we can find him. Okay, let's go to the palace and search for him. So the prince decided to search for her lost father, who commandeered her kingdom against the wicked queen. In the castle, they discovered Queen's secret from and found Snow White's father in secret prison, and they released him. On the other hand, when the queen saw the king released from prison, in the terror of the king and others, the queen ran out of the kingdom and announced the marriage of her daughter in the palace court. Snow White got married with a grand celebration and splendor. Everyone lived happily ever after. Finish! Thanks for your watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.